next technique I teach is not actually a self-defense technique, it's an offensive striking technique. Now, again, remember, we do a ton of drills, we do a ton of different exercises. I mean, in every single class, we do drills with every part of every technique. I mean, if there's something within the curriculum, we're going to train it as soon as we have that conversation. When we're teaching it, when we're talking about it, when we're practicing it, we're going to practice it in a combat, in sort of a combative scenario. But there are some things that I wanted to make sure stayed codified within the system. And so there are some different offensive striking techniques and drills and things that I've added to my own curriculum because I don't want it to just be a cult of personality, and I take copious notes, but I want to make sure that there are things that are passed on regardless of who's teaching the material. So, orbiting maces. The whole idea behind this offensive striking combination is just to teach the students some basic hand punches and to give them sort of a drill that they can do to train them. And all we're going to do is we're just going to work basic punches at a couple of different ranges, right? And it's just real basic. We're just going to start down the middle, and then we're going to add in some angled shots, and then we're going to reach out a little bit, and we're going to get a little more range on our shots. And then we go right back down the middle. And, I'll have them, I'll teach it to them and have them do it, just kind of once in the air. But pretty quickly, this just becomes like, I just want you to throw hands, right? And you can start mixing it up and you can start moving around. The whole point of this is really just to get the students throwing hands, right? And we'll do it with pads, and we'll do it, we'll start doing it like in cover positions and stuff. But what I'm really wanting them to do is like learn these basic hand punches, learn a couple of different ranges, and drill that a lot. And partly because that's important information, but it's obviously it's going to make everything else better. It's going to make your attacks better. It's going to make your defenses better. And it's another opportunity to train, right? It's another opportunity to build drills and build classes and work on things with students and practice the things that you're doing and get the physical contact. So orbiting maces, and we'll start talking about all these return to cover positions, and we'll do all this kind of like bob and weave stuff and high cover, low cover, and that's part of this too, is making sure like you're always kind of covering up and we'll talk about kind of range and rotation, and we'll start moving around. But it's really just, left and right stances, we'll start adding the footwork, learn to punch with your hands, train punching with your hands, right? Then we're going to start moving into kicks pretty quickly, and we're going to have the same sorts of things. We're going to have kicking sets where we're just going to work kicks, a bunch of different kinds of kicks. So, whether it's a technique, whether it's a set, whether it's a form, whether it's a drill, the point is, do it, right? Like, do the work, and that's what this is. This is another opportunity to work, and so that's the technique I teach at that level.